Hi everyone, it's Linda here from Banjo's Beat House with our weekly Facebook Live video. And this week I am going to give you guys a little peek at some items that just arrived. You might also see me fidgeting a bit. I injured my back last Friday and I'm still not able to sit comfortably, so hence no project this week because I haven't had a chance to work on anything because I can't really sit for long periods. Hopefully it'll be better and I'll be back to funner things next week. But the Bead Society of Victoria has their winter workshops coming up. So if you're a member, you would have already seen all of that come through your emails and you've possibly booked in already. If you're not a member, you are actually able to join in the fun of the Zoom sessions as well. They're not actually doing this in person as they've traditionally done in winter. They're all Zoom sessions. I probably should have said that at the start. So there's lots of different classes being run by Australian-based teachers. So it's a great opportunity over the weekend in July to pick up some new skills. And the Ancient Recian earring class, which Paula ran here in person in February, is being run as part of this program. There's a link in the Facebook session. And the arrival that's come in this week is perfect for that. They were inspired by somebody who took the class who said, can you get some little ovals because I want to make some other things. So I did. So we've expanded to that range. But again, if you want some tiny little pairs or rounds, we have lots of little rounds online already. But if you're after pairs in these particular colors, just let me know and I will see what I can do to get them here in time for Paula's class. But I'm going to tip you guys down and we will take a look at some of the fun little shiny things that have been turning up. So you would have already seen some of the pastels. So we've got like the Sapphire Light Opal, the opaly ones. So this is a purpley blue color. It's really, really pretty. And these are all 10 by 14 mil. So you've got pastel aqua again in that pastel opaly tone. So you've got lots of nice shine. These guys are all lacquer back. You've got the pastel peridot. So if you saw Paula working in the surprise box, the Easter pastels, these are all the colors of the stones that came from that range. You've got the violet. So on range already we have the these guys in the 10 by 4. This is the white. Really hard to show that one off, but it's got a lovely like little AB glint to it. These guys are already in range in the 10 mirror Rivolis. You've got the 10 by 14 pairs and the 10 by 14 ovals. So that is the yellow. And then last but not least is the opal pink, and I now believe I've got the pink, the aqua, the purple and the white available in 12 and 14 mil Rivolis on the website already. So happy to bring in the other colors. Just let me know what you guys need or are after and I will you know, get them in and add them to the range. So that's the pink. I've just turned the light off, so hopefully that's a little bit easier to see. So these guys have been around for a little while. And these guys are all the ones that have turned up this week. We are in the process of bagging. Labels have been printed, so we are just working our way through it. These guys are all foil backed. So this is Crystal AB. So that lovely little normal tradition where you've got that lovely coating on top in that 10 by 14 size. These guys are all sold in packs of 4. You may ask why some have frames and some are loose. It just depends on how they've come from my supplier. Not all my suppliers always send me things in frames. It would be handy. This is Black Diamond, so if you're looking for that smoky grey shade, we have Black Diamond. We have Clear Crystal, so this is where you can have fun popping out just different colours of seed beads and just leave a clear crystal. We have Siam, so the deep, luscious dark red. We have got Aquamarine in, so you've got the lovely version that way, so it's a fun one to compare to the pastel opal. So you've got the opal effect in and then you've got the shiny one, so two different ways to play with blue. We also have the lovely light rose, so just that lovely traditional soft pink. We have emerald, so the lovely dark green, and the last in the traditional style colors we also have olivine in, so they're all foil backed. And then one of my suppliers just launched pearls, so the opals, so the traditional opal. So you've got your Pacific opal, You've got your rose water opal, and excited to feel the purple fans. I've finally been able to find cyclamen opal as well. So that is all some of the shiny, wonderful things that have turned up. I'm just going to flip my camera back to me. So yeah, that's the fun of working with customers. So expanding color ranges and little ranges. I tend to always go for the bigger stones because I like making pendants and focals, but I know a lot of people like to play around with the smaller ones to, you know, build multiple stones into a piece. So I'm being highly encouraged to bring in more smaller and smaller pieces, so always happy to do it, and happy to collaborate with you guys to do that so that I'm getting the colors in that you need, because my suppliers have a very long laundry list of colors and effects and all sorts of craziness. As much as I would love to have all of it here all the time, there just isn't room. So happy to work with you guys to customize what we bring in to suit all of your color palettes. So as I said, if you are interested in taking Paula's Ancient Messiaen class and learning how to play around with all of those tiny beads, the link is in the Facebook page already. There is still, I think, 7 spaces at the when I looked earlier this morning to grab the link. So it's a very fun class to take to learn how to play around with different shapes and working with different color delicas and playing around with your bezeling. If you do want different shapes in tiny sizes and you don't see that on the website already, just reach out and I will see what I can do to add to the range and how quickly we can get them here for you. That is it for me for this week. I will be back next week with something fun. See you all then. Have a safe creative weekend and stay dry. Bye for now.